From downtown Scranton, this is Northeast Current. WQPX invites you to join us as we explore public affairs, current events, and arts and culture in northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Now let's meet today's guests on Northeast Current.
Welcome to Northeast Current. I'm Kathy Rist-Strauch, your guest host today. And today I feel like I'm on the Tonight Show set. For some reason, I don't know why. But here we have this nice desk, and I have a wonderful guest sitting next to me. And I know what it's like to be what used to be Jay Leno, who's now Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, they switched.
It's Jimmy Fallon.
They switched quite a bit.
But they're not here. This is Casey Thomas. For those of you that may not know him, I don't know why, because he's a fabulous guy. He's been part of Actors Circle. Did I tell you where we are, by the way? We're at Providence Playhouse, Actors Circle, someplace near and dear to my heart. And Casey Thomas is directing our next show, Doubt, a Parable. And before we talk about that, I want to just go back a little bit and mention how Casey did a fabulous job in Lou's show, Dracula.
Oh, yeah.
You were great in that. And I have to say my apologies to Linda C. Griffiths, who, when Lou was talking with me for that show, we went on and on about all these people, and for some reason we completely forgot to mention Linda, who was his, like, what do you call it? His Gal Friday,
yes,
assistant to the director.
The thankless job.
It was. She was doing all that, and she runs the lights all the time, and I felt so bad that I didn't mention her that I'm making a special announcement to acknowledge her now. So now that I did that, getting back to what we're coming up with, Doubt, a Parable, which I can never say very well. All right, that's opening March 27th for 2 weekends into April 6th, the Sunday matinee at 2, and Thursday, Friday, Saturdays at 8 p.m. Other than that, I'm going to turn it over to Casey, because Casey, tell me about your wonderful cast. Tell me about the show. Tell me about the set. This is a fabulous set.
I lucked out in all aspects. I was supposed to do another show that, for some reason, with the rights and all that sort of fizzled out, and then I got a chance to do a show that that I was really looking forward to doing. So that worked out nicely, and then I got the cast I wanted. I wasn't sure, obviously. I didn't have an idea who I wanted to cast, but
oh, and speaking of the cast, you had auditions, and he had so many people that came out, because I'm producing the show as well, and he could have cast it 3-4 times over,
right,
personally,
which
right?
was nice. It was nice that we had a turnout like that, and not only that, but everybody sort of came to me. I didn't have to go looking for anybody or anything like that.
Except for Tila, huh?
Oh, that's right. The
we
woman,
did need a special person.
Yeah, we did. We kept our eye out for a little bit for one cast member, but
and that's Tila Paris
Angley,
and you'll see a picture of her with
Noreen Mayer.
Okay.
And Noreen Meyer, sorry, excuse me. Kimmy Leff and Tim McDermott. So there's only 4 cast members, which is really nice because it's been very intimate. And for anybody who doesn't know the show Doubt, it's pretty heavy and powerful, and it's a lot of acting as opposed to lights and sets, and so that's why I kept everything minimal, just so the performances would shine more.
Right.
And they've been doing a wonderful job. I put them through the ringer for about a good 2.5 weeks before the mood lightened and we were able to play around with it, and they've been phenomenal.
Yes.
They've been everything I expected and more. So
yeah. Now Doubt, because we really didn't get into the storyline, talks about this parish in, was it New York?
It's in the Bronx.
In the Bronx.
In the early 60s, which is a...
So it's a whole different situation then versus now.
Yes, everything is mannerisms, everything down to, especially when you're dealing with things that are of a religious faith.
Catholic Church,
and it's
with
different.
The nuns.
The Catholic Church is different in the 60s than it is now. So
right.
I have...
especially now with Pope Francis.
And Carol Arena, that's true. And Carol Arena is doing my costumes, and she also helped me out.
Fabulous. Wait, we're not going to show you anything about those costumes. You have to come and see them, and she does a phenomenal job.
Yes, she's doing
Way
really
to go,
great.
Carol.
And she's been great about keeping me wrangled in with staying true to the times, because they were so different, especially in the church. Definitely. And the show is, without giving too much away and without going too much into the storyline, it's pretty much about it's the title. It's pretty much about casting doubt, having suspicions, feeling certain about something, so much so that it blinds you to
You're going to make sure
truth.
that that is it.
That's
You're gonna
the way the
this is
writer
the way I
designed it.
think, and therefore I will make sure this person is guilty, as far as I'm concerned.
Right,
Because
and-
I see it that way, where someone else will see it the other way, and they could look at it in
That's
the
the
innocent
beauty
way.
of the show. It
Yeah.
has to be handled in a certain way where people leave like,
Even they don't know. The
Ping-pong.
audience will be
and which
arguing.
is, and
They'll
it's
be
an-
arguing. No, I think this person did. No, I don't think that person did, because, you know.
Right, and that's when it comes down to the performances by the actors. And we were working a lot on little nuances because we wanted to create that doubt. So Tim, who plays the priest, you know, he has moments where he's, you know, an upstanding, wonderful priest, and then he has moments where
You wonder.
you're not sure. And
You
then
wonder.
Sister Aloysius has moments where she's outrageous and completely out of line, and then she has moments where she's absolutely correct. And so it's tough.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, of course, Kimmy
Kimmy
Rajan
Leff.
Leff, who plays the
Yeah.
young sister, is sort of caught in between
Yes,
both of them.
and she does a fabulous job with
She does.
that. And then we have Tila,
Tila,
who plays the mother.
Yes, and she has a show-stopping scene.
Mm-hmm.
She only has one scene. It's about 8 minutes long,
Mm-hmm.
but
It's pivotal.
it's pivotal.
It's a pivotal scene.
Not only that,
Yes,
but
it
it's
is.
it's written in such a beautiful way that it's still difficult for me to watch, and I've seen it 90,
Yeah,
100 times. I'm
yeah.
still out in the audience like, oh my.
Yeah.
So we have a good thing.
So we are, you know, obviously this isn't live. Don't let people think it is. So it's not live, and our set isn't completely finished. You're still painting. So what you're seeing is like the raw beginnings of it. You know, a lot of good stuff, and it's very open, very open. Like we're seeing it here. She's, you know, our friend Regina is out here, you know, getting all this film for us. It's not film anymore, is it?
Well, this is
But
pretty much it.
Yeah.
The thing that was difficult about the idea I had for the set design was that 75% of it was lighting.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't really get to see the end product until right about now we're starting to see it.
yeah.
Because the set is so simple, the lights act as the barriers, the walls,
Yeah.
the things like that. So it's, not to mention, the nuns are all in black, the priest is in black, so
We gotta light them up.
but
Bring up the lighting.
We're going to have some floating hands and faces and things like that, but that's also the way the show is
Yeah.
typically done.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, folks, how about this phone? Remember this? Do we remember one of these? Do kids say, "What is that, Mom?" Yeah, this is what the phones
You
were
mean you
like
have to
back
wait
then.
for it to
What-
come
what
back
is it?
around?
What is it? Da, 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 da.
It's funny
Who would've
because
thought?
when we first started rehearsing for the show, she'd slam the phone and you'd still hear that slight ring, and
Let's
now
do it.
it's broken.
Oh, you broke it.
Yes, we broke it. So we did it last night. I said, oh
17?
no,
You broke the phone.
we've got 5 more just like them upstairs, and you know it.
Yes.
But-
So, well, as far as the set goes, isn't Art Walsh
Art Walsh
helping
has
you?
been instrumental in everything, simply because I had so many ideas about things, and he knows the reality of what the parameters we could work in. So he took my idea and he facilitated it in the most perfect way. And he had the same vision, the same idea. He's been working on the lights. He's been working on the set. He's been a little bit of everything to
Yeah.
me.
And he was here, but he didn't want to be on camera.
No, he's
So he's gone. Speaking of set and lighting, we have the brothers, George and Jacob Conrad.
Yep.
Jacob, who's going to be running our sound and light board, and George, who is basically your stage manager.
Yes.
And they are such a treat to this theater.
They really, and it's nice
the whole
to have
family
them.
of
It's
the
nice to have them
Conrads.
come in young because they're young kids and they have the willingness to do it, the desire to do it, and the capabilities to do it. And
Yes.
I'm sure they will carry on a nice tradition of good work here in the future too.
Yes.
We haven't scared them away yet.
Yes. Now, do we have another assistant that needs a quick?
My handy dandy Kate McLean,
Kate McLean.
who has been helping me out. But aside from that, it's been a pretty intimate endeavor.
Yeah. And then Linda C. Griffiths and Jeff Ginsberg are our house managers.
And the rest of our
So-
Actor Circle family, of course.
Right.
Thank you.
So just to remind you, the show is March 27th through April 6th, running the weekends, Thursday, Friday, Saturday at 8 p.m. and Sunday at 2 p.m. Call the theater to make your reservations. It's an intimate theater, so if you really want to see the show, don't wait to the last minute because you might not get in the night you want to get there. So call the theater at 570-342-9707. Make your reservations, which are all held 10 minutes till showtime. And this is again at Providence Playhouse, 1256 Providence Road in Scranton. And now, thank you, Casey, for spending time with me.
Oh, I thank you very much, Kathy.
And we'll be back after these messages.